All right, hello there, Professor, and anybody else watching. This is Darby from Group 2 of Team Technology. At least that's what we call ourselves. And I'm going to reflect on the class and the projects and more. Let's see. In what ways do I think the project has helped me to learn? Well, in a meta sense, it was learning about learning, and it's taught me a lot about teaching. I probably have close to 10 years teaching around the world, and I thought I knew it all, but I didn't. Actually, you know what? I was very old school in my teaching ways because I started teaching in 2009 in Vietnam, 15 years. And, teaching methodology and technology, of course, evolve. And so it's changed a lot. So how did this project help me to learn? It put me in the shoes of the students, and it kind of taught me what worked or what seemed to work and what didn't. And so it showed me a perspective that I haven't been able to put myself in a very long time. What competences, nice word, and skills do I think I have developed? Well, I've become a lot more technologically savvy. I've gotten better collaborating. This was a group project, after all. And, I think there's a certain dependency you have on other people when you're working towards the common goal, which may or may not happen in teaching, depending on the school. Sometimes, some places, at least in my teaching career, they've just thrown you out there and said, all right, good luck, go get them. This has been about a unit, aka our group, and me, Min, and Blanca. What problems did we encounter in the course? Oh, well, all right, let's talk about the group now. First of all, I love the fact that we were forced to be multicultural. My two teammates were both Chinese, so I learned a lot about China and their education system, and some of it was like shocking and horrifying to me. But I learned a lot about about working hard, not just in school, in life. One of my two partners currently works 7 days a week in addition to class. So, the occasions where we did meet outside of school, this poor girl was yawning and fighting for her life to just have a conversation. Me on the other hand, I'm a bit more blasé and laid back about things. I don't know if I'm somebody who procrastinates too often, but in the beginning of the course, it was like there was a new task every week. So we didn't want to fall behind, even though we had more time after our final class together. I think the three of us collectively agreed that we wanted to stay on top of things. When we got together the first time for filming, discussing technology and whatnot, that was kind of like, all right, let's find a time. Let's find something that works for all of us. Nothing was ideal. Nothing was perfect for everyone, but there is that element of compromise. So through compromise and being inspired to work hard by other harder worker members of our group, we got our shit done. We got our stuff done. Any other problems in the course? Even though they weren't hard deadlines, there was stuff going on in our other classes. And, it's the idea you don't want to fall behind. You don't want to fall behind in a single one of your classes. So you got to constantly stay on top of your toes. And, being presented with new tools and games and, software. One week there would be 5 new programs to get acclimated to. It kept me on my toes. So, but that's a master's program with 6 weeks courses. It's a lot. It's a challenge, and I like challenges. That's why I signed up for this in the first place. So, did I learn anything about myself? Yes, I did. I learned, or I guess I remembered that I have strong leadership qualities, because there were moments between me and Team Technology where the other two, I had to kind of push a little bit. I had to keep them on their toes. They were down to go with the flow, even though their personalities didn't necessarily reflect that. So I was able to wrangle people together and inspire and present good ideas. What else did I learn about myself? I learned that I'm loud. Just kidding. I always knew that. That I have an empathy for different cultures, people around the world. I realize how my teammates were not all at the same level of maturity. I don't mean it in a bad way. I just mean socially. I feel like I probably had more opportunities than they did. But I don't see that as a impediment on their part. I feel like I was able to inspire my teammates to live better, more fulfilling, and happier lives. Instill some curiosity within them about trying new things, especially living life here in Madrid. We'll see. Probably too early to judge now, but yeah. And we got one more question. Anything else I want to tell you about what I've learned in this course? Started teaching 15 years ago, and the world has changed a lot. And I realized that it's easy to get stuck in your ways. Creative projects where there's room to figure it out. It illustrates a lot of trust on the part of the teacher and the students. And seeing as how I got a lot from this class, I think this is illustrated itself to be a very good teaching technique. Trust your students. Don't hold their hand the whole way. Closing thoughts. I want to say I really enjoyed this project. It was short. Honestly, it could have been another 4 weeks and I wouldn't have minded. This class spoke to me more directly because this is what I want to do with my life. I want to be a university professor. Some other things that I enjoyed. I enjoyed the room. The room was nice. It was all bright, very conducive for creativity. The time never seemed to drag. Oh, I should mention, I liked my partners. We're all very different, but we found common ground, and I learned from them. They learned from me. I guess if I'm talking about tools specifically, I think Padlet has a ton of potential. Padlet was fun. Also, Quizlet, a lot of potential there, especially because I just learned in the the lexicon class. I learned about this dude, Paul Nation, and he's stressing the importance of spaced repetition. Yes, good job, Darby. Spaced repetition, and recommends using flashcards. So, now comes the fun part. What would I grade myself if I could? Well, obviously, I'd give myself an 11. What's that? Oh, 10 max. 10 max? Okay. Out of a 10, I would give myself a 9. A 9. From an 8.8 to a 9.3. We're right in that vicinity. Busted my ass. I went all in on the creative stuff. My team went all in. We all pulled our weight, carried our weight. And despite having different schedules and different backgrounds, we were all able to unify and to make something that we're all proud of. It was great. It was real. It was fun. And I hope we can do it again in some capacity. Thanks. Gracias. Ciao.